Are we ready for some more Starfield? I think I am. I also figured out how to do music in the background. Apparently, I had my audio track set up a little backwards, so that's why they weren't coming through on my other one. Why are you doing this? Okay, there we go. But yeah, why it wasn't coming through on my scenes like this one and the starting soon scene and all that. I had my audio tracks in OBS set up backwards. Pretty much I had my desktop audio going to a track 2 and it wasn't coming through to be recorded or streamed out. So it was playing just on my end, so you guys didn't get to hear it. But I have got that corrected now, so we have background music. And today's music is brought to you by the guys over at Bonsai Beats. If you need any kind of music for your copy, let me start that over. If you need any kind of good music for your projects, whether it's a stream, a YouTube video, some other kind of commercial project, check out the guys at Bonsai Beats. All their stuff is copyright free, and they just dropped a new album recently called Neon Soul. It's a K-pop inspired album. They make sure all their creators are taken care of, but they are copyright and royalty free, so you don't have to worry about that. If you do receive a copyright strike from their music, know that it is not them. It is somebody else doing stupid stuff. I've heard from the guys that own it and run it that they won't copyright strike your stuff. If you get like a content ID claim on YouTube, it's the AI people doing it. Basically, it's not them doing it. So feel free to dispute it, and they'll go ahead and mark it off, and you'll be good to go. That being said, I am going to go ahead and kill that music and switch us over to this screen. Bum bum bum. I love Xbox with their quick resume feature, because I didn't have to load anything up or go to the load screen or anything. It's still where it was where we left off yesterday evening, which is awesome. Helps if I do that. Okay, now you should be able to hear the game. That barely has noise, but it's there. I can see it on my end. So, yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right back into it. I got a skill point waiting. I did get into the, what was it, Constellation yesterday. We will, unlocks the ability to pickpocket targets. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Why is it not letting me do that? I have a skill point to spend. Or is that just already open? Okay, we'll assume that's already open. But yeah, if you didn't watch the stream yesterday, we got to where we could drop off the artifacts with the Constellation people and went ahead and joined their little group. So that's neat. We're gonna see where that goes. Let's see. Access to brand new worlds means brand new ingredients. Oh, that's the gastro one. Okay. Commerce, free market economy. Almost anyone with the right skill set can run a successful business. 5% less and sells for 10% more. We'll go ahead and do that, because I have a feeling that's going to come in handy rather quickly.
Walter Stroud. I will.
Yeah, I guess there's going to be more artifacts that I can collect, and it's going to somewhat complete those rings.
This is exciting.
Alright.
I'm listening.
Well, don't listen,
So,
talk. because
Are you
I'm
ready
here
to
to
get
ask
to work?
questions.
Or was there something else?
How well known is Constellation?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
Yeah, fair. What do you do?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Well, what do you know about the artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
Alright, I still need some time to get settled.
I understand. You've been through a lot. Just let me know when. I trust.
Yeah, I'm talking to her. Go
That
away.
was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Place to stay. Let's see what's at the bottom. Yeah, that vision I saw, what do you think it was? Ah, my nose.
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Barrett saw something too.
He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't.
Well, it means something.
Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
Yeah, I guess so. About that place to stay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten.
Could you like stop with the noise pollution, please?
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
This is not my room. But I'm taking the credit sticks because I can. What about in here? Got any more credits I could steal? Possibly. That's a lot of rooms. We will probably go through that later. What's in here though? Diary. Fancy compass. Another Nothing super special that I can see. And all this stuff. Bunch of drinks, fire extinguisher.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
So weird statue. What's in here? Stuff. Okay. I will take that for 240.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side. Maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so...
Is that a digipick? It is. I'm gonna need those because I sold my other ones earlier on accident. Inaccessible. But I got a digipick. What, do I need an actual key? Potentially. I'll take that. Exotic bottle sells for a lot. Copy of Moby Dick. Don't mind if I do. $160. I guess. Ooh, a punching bag. What else you got? White wine. Sure, why not? I ain't had a good wine in a while. A hammer. A plushie. A Xeno snuggle. Okay. Ooh. You got science stuff. That's a pharma lab. Cool, cool. I'll take all of that. Another snuggie or plushie. Bathroom. Need more digipicks. Can I just jump? I can. Hey, dude.
Take note. Everyone here is worth learning from. Yes, even the kid.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one.
I bet. We're not going to go through any of their dialogue trees yet. We're going to go ahead and move forward.
Yeah? Whenever you're up for it.
I guess. I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Okay.
My wife has therefore decided.
Other people have artifacts?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery.
Fair.
But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
Alright, have to admit, I'm kind of excited. It's my first mission.
Felt the same way when I started, too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Sarah will be locked as your follower if you continue. Okay. Yeah, do I get a salary?
You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all
I mean, I
rent-free?
did ask.
We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
Okay, got it. So, me and her until
We'll
we
need
get
head
to
Mast.
another artifact.
Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Sure.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Okay. So you're just gonna follow me? Or do I have to initiate it again? Yeah, you just follow me. Cool. What's under here? Oh, good thing I have a lodge key, huh? Science lab. Okay, there's another pharma lab, a cooking station. I'll take all of your food. I saw a little meme earlier. Buddy sent it to me on Discord. I guess somebody loaded their ship. Ooh, weapons workbench. I need this. Like, loaded their ship cockpit full of 1,000,000,001 potatoes. I'm kind of jealous. Didn't even know there was potatoes in this game until then. Would have been cool if I was the first, you know, being smoked potato and all. Oh well. Okay. Standard barrel. All the potatoes. Yeah, I'll have to find the meme that he sent me, and I'll send it to you in Discord in a little bit. Like, their entire cockpit was filled like almost halfway up with potatoes. Let's see, suppressor. No, that takes away more than it gives me. I need a long barrel. Do I have enough for it? I do. That gives me a little bit better accuracy, a lot better range. Sure. Now how do I attach it? But how you doing today, man? Standard grip, maybe. What do we got internal? Hair trigger, high powered, high velocity. My cat's trying to kill a fly. Semi-auto. Yeah, we'll leave it on that. I don't want to waste all the ammo. I spray and pray enough without it being full auto. Iron sights, medium scope. No, I like that short scope. It's just enough. Cool, cool, cool. Can't wait to see what you post. I know I need to start posting more shorts. I don't have enough material to actually modify most of those weapons, so we'll go ahead and move forward. And still these credits though. Industrial workbench. What do I make over here? Okay. It allows you to create basic manufactured components which can be used for building structures for your outposts and crafting mods for your weapons and equipment. Okay, so for building stuff. Neat. I like it. I have a feeling I'm going to be able to build all these workbenches in my outpost whenever I get to be building one of those. Mission board. Spacesuit workbench. Yeah, I just started this for today. I put in about like 2.5, 3 hours solid yesterday, and so far it's pretty good. I'm liking it. Like, if you played Skyrim, the best way that I could put it is it's Skyrim in space. I know it's a little cliche because most people that have played it so far are pretty much saying the same thing, but it really fits. You know, it's nothing super special so far, but if you like the Skyrim fantasy and space, then it's right up your alley. I could see me sinking in, you know, a couple thousand hours into it just messing around. Apparently there's some kind of base building or outpost building. You could build and customize your own spaceship or buy it. And obviously you can modify your weapons, your spacesuit, and, you know, build all your other stuff from basically scraps that you pick up. Still some med packs. I'm gonna need those. What's over here? But yeah, I could see me sinking in a lot of time in here. I heard Moist Critical did a little like half-ass review on it that I saw last night, saying that basically he's probably not gonna finish it because like he's not a huge fan, but you know, that's on him. He said that apparently after about the 12-hour mark, the game really starts to pick up story-wise. And like I said, we're maybe 3 whole hours into it. So it's just starting for me. Alright, let's go ahead and go see what that dot is. Like, so far it's not huge as far as like high-paced action goes, like a Apex or a Fortnite, you know, where something's always happening. But as far as game time length, you know, then for watch hours and stuff, you'll probably want to try it out. Yeah, I can't tell you how many hundreds of hours I put into Skyrim over the years. Like, I did almost everything that you could do up until, I guess, like 2 years ago. Like, then I just kind of stopped playing because the only other way I could do more is just mod the hell out of it. And that was before they started letting you mod it on Xbox. So I just kind of dropped off on it. Wouldn't mind getting back into it now that they do let you mod on Xbox, though. Hey, security guy. You go that way.
Sergeant Yumi is looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Yeah, I tried a handful of mods on the PC version through, what was it, Nexus Mods back in the day. But like I said, that was before they started allowing it on the Xbox. I can't remember. I'm wanting to say it was the special edition. Like the most recent special edition for Xbox, where they connected it to the Nexus mod site, but through the Xbox, and they let you do mods and stuff through on that, which pretty much saved it for Xbox in my opinion. I just didn't really get into it at that point. It was already after I had stopped playing. How am I gonna get over there? Do they want me to swim? Embassy District. Oh, I see some stairs. Okay, we're good. Style Among the Stars. What are these, movies? Or just... They really put ads in for, like, where you're standing? Okay. It's like going to Disney World and seeing an ad for Disney World. Like, dude, you already got me in here. You don't need to feed me more ads. Hey, guy with the dot over you. I guess I need to talk to you.
Sarah, good to see you.
I thought that said John Travolta for a second.
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
No, I'm pretty good. I just joined the Constellation, so yeah, maybe later.
All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
That's not a game,
Here's what
that's
I got for you
harassment.
two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
So we're gonna go to the Earth solar system? Yeah, what's wrong with the Sol system anyway?
You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
Why though? Scientific discovery being used as ornament, the indignity.
Hey, Vanguards risk their lives every day to keep people safe. So what if he doesn't understand whatever this fancy thing of yours is?
Easy there, John. We all have our sore points. Everyone
Yeah, I
agrees
have a
we need to
feeling
talk to your Vanguard about what
within
we
a
found.
year, maybe two, they're
Let's
gonna
leave it
start
at that.
releasing mods for
All
this.
right. I'll let it slide.
I don't doubt that the modding
No good for the
community's
recruiting
already
office
on
to
it.
be seen arguing with the civs
Like, they're
anyway.
pretty quick on
Sol system is
adjusting
a
stuff
lot of
and
planets.
tweaking
I bet,
everything.
Like Moira will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
It's just whether or not Bethesda
meeting the bars,
actually
don't
lets
you,
it
John?
get put out on the Xbox.
Hey, nothing
PC,
wrong with
you
a
could
little
pretty much
refresh
do
between
whatever
patrols.
on your own, but Xbox, they need all the permission first. And it looks like we're off to Cadonia then, or however the hell you say it.
I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a meme like done in After Effects on like video editing software, or if it was actually a mod, but somebody put Todd Howard's face, or no, not Todd Howard, but Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, put his face for the flashlight, so whenever you put your flashlight on, you'd see his face instead of the light. Alright, bro. Lock it in. Seeing as we're on YouTube, they don't care. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, underneath me. So yeah, we are supposed to go in the elevator.
Welcome to Mast. If you have an appointment, you may proceed inside.
I was not paying attention. Which one of these are we supposed to go to? We'll just start at the top and work our way down. It really is so much better. I mean, Kick has some advantages as far as their pay scale, but I don't know, it's the always having to be on to be paid kind of thing that it leads to creators burning out a lot quicker than they should, versus YouTube. You can actually take your time. Oh cool, they actually gave me a dot. But YouTube, you can actually take your time and produce the content, and you know, even live streams, as long as you do it right, they become evergreen as soon as you're done. So you don't have to always be on in order to be pulling in, you know, subscribers or followers or, you know, channel members or whatever. Makes a lot more sense to me. Alright, we're going to the spaceport already. We just left without her. Yeah, I don't know if Kick lets you or not. I think they do, but maybe check into doing like the restream stuff, where you do multi-streams, so you can stream both to YouTube and Kick. Kinda get the best of both worlds. I would say do that with Twitch, but I think they just implemented a rule not too long ago, at least for partners, that you're not allowed to do the multi-stream. And don't quote me on this, but I want to say they implemented it for affiliates as well. So if you have a subscribe button, it's like you're only allowed to live stream on Twitch at that time. You know, if you wanted to do a restream, you just have to shut down streaming on Twitch and then stream on your other platform, whatever it may be. Which, if that is the case, they're shooting themselves in the foot on that. I don't understand how, you know, expanding your community base is a bad thing, but they treat it like it's evil. It's like, oh no, you told somebody to go off-site, or you're talking to somebody that's not on Twitch. You're the devil.
Oh, I've always
It's
liked
like,
that statue.
come on.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the
If
artist was
anything,
trying
it
to
brings
represent.
more people into Twitch because they want to be a part of the community at large.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding.
Alright, I can buy stuff from this outlet, right? Yes. Does he have my digipicks that I accidentally sold him earlier? Because I need those back. He does. 4 of them. Now how much? Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and get them. I did it again, didn't I? Yeah, I'm selling to the vendor. I'm not buying. We'll have to change that. No. I need those digipicks back. Alright, that makes 2 times I've sold him my, like, digital lockpicks, and I can't get them back. Alright, so... Oops.
Expect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings.
There we go. So, 33 bucks a piece. I got 16 grand. I'll take them.
They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
Alright, vendor sell. Now this is all my stuff, right? It is. Okay. We will get rid of the Rattler. I'm gonna keep that. Let's see, anything else that I could think of I need to get rid of. Get rid of that. Get rid of the globe. Keep the digipicks. Get rid of everything else. Why is that only 33 credits though? And when I picked it up it said it was like 150 something or whatever it was. I guess I do need to work on my commerce skill. I'll keep that because I need it. Alright. Back to my ugly ship that I got.
Should I warm up the engines?
Actually, yes, you should warm up the engines. Set active mission to, what is it, that one? Yeah, we'll set a course for that. Cool, we are going to the Soul. Alright, we're gonna take the long way around jumping instead of just fast traveling. They really need to make this, at least this part into VR. Like the ship flying and all that. Because it's a lot more in detail than it seems at first glance. Because you have to adjust your energy levels to certain ship systems, like weapons versus shields versus engines and your gravity jump and all that kind of stuff. Like right now, all my weapons energies are bottomed out, but I have have it all on my shield and my engines. I think I need to put them all on my gravity jump though to actually get there. I don't know, do I want to kill my shields to do that though? Is that even safe? We'll keep 33% of the shields. Alright, click, click, click. Grab, jump, and right now. Oh, that was quick. Didn't even give me a countdown.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
No contraband on ship.
Scan complete. You're cleared to land.
Okay, cool, cool. Quick question. Where am I cleared to land? Mars? Or are we going... Yeah, we're going on Mars. There, that's the button I was looking for. Do we get to go to Earth at all? I mean, I imagine we can. There's Luna, the Nova Galactic Star Yard. I thought that said shipyard. Venus, Jupiter, and its 10,000 moons. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to bounce around to each planet individually yet. Might do that a little bit later. I didn't know Uranus had that many moons. Ah, well. Yeah, we're going straight to Sidonia, I guess. Set landing target and land. Kind of wish that it actually showed the landing process instead of just a loading screen. Alright, stand up, buddy. But, Euro, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but this cockpit area is the cockpit I was mentioning in that meme. Like, you can close your hatch and open it and stuff. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I will go ahead and find it. So give me just a second here. Copy image because that's a button. Just a moment. Is that? No. Okay. We'll do it this way instead. Oh, that's not what I needed. I lied. I'm going to have to do it a different way. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, somebody stuffs 20,000 potatoes into their cockpit. Alright, give me just a second. We'll be back on the game before you know it. There you go. If you check your DMs on Discord, I sent you the little article that goes into it from IGN. Apparently they shoved 20,000 potatoes into the cockpit and then opened the door to just have them spill out all over the place. I guess to show the physics. Now, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they did like a duplication glitch or something, or if they just collected 20,000 potatoes. I'm not real clear on which ones they did. If they did a duplication glitch, I'm not gonna say I'm against learning it, but you know, for obvious, you know, license agreement reasons, I won't be doing it on stream.
Forgotten corners of the United Colonies.
But that being said, a duplication glitch would come in handy. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and level up. I have a skill point. Do I want to do... Oh no, what do we want to do? Do we want to do physical, social, combat, science, or tech? You know, I'm going to go ahead and go with the booster pack because we're going to need a jetpack soon. Unless... Yeah, we'll go ahead and go with the jump pack or boost pack training. You can now utilize boost packs. Cool. Now, do I get them automatically or do I have to buy them or something, or acquire them somehow? Yay, Martian gravity. Huh.
Leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the grav drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir.
Okay. I guess go in through here. Yeah, it's the main airlock.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna be on any other planet, if it doesn't have a sustainable atmosphere, you're gonna want to be underground. Or not atmosphere, but magnetosphere. Like the moon, Mars, pretty much almost everywhere else, minus a couple moons. In our solar system, your best bet is to be under the surface.
Be careful down near the mines and enter any active sites at your own risk.
Anything in here that I can just take?
The locals tend to stay out of trouble.
Not without getting in trouble.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down.
70 hours without incident. I bet I can change that.
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty...
Self-service bounty clearance or mission board. So you could pay your own bounty. The Trackers Alliance Self-Service Bounty Board Clearance Kiosk. If you have a bounty with anyone in the Settle systems, don't worry. For a small convenience fee, we can clear that up for you. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a scam at all. Our records indicate that you are not wanted by any faction within the settled systems at this time. Well, I'm pretty sure I could change that. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll go steal from that security guard over there and guarantee you I'll have a bounty.
Thought it was just a couple of nests.
Am I glad I got this job instead of mining some dead rock?
Okay. Hello.
A beer teeny.
Can't say I'm a fan of excitement.
Mixture of beer and vodka. That sounds disgusting. Hey, Jack.
We get a lot of new faces passing through here.
I am looking for a vanguard named Moria.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since.
Well, that's not good.
We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
Hey, that noise. Probably not a good thing. The blackest sea. What is that?
You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am.
Oh, okay. I mean, we could track him down if you know his patrol route.
Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. He's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Your companion can speak on your behalf. What they will say is written next to their name. Okay. So, I don't know, should I settle dude's tab? I have enough. Should I persuade? Have Sarah talk? Or I need a way to make cash? Huh. Let's go ahead and say this.
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. 2 strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine.
Ooh, she's a bit ruthless, if I'm being honest. I kind of like her. Alright. Yeah, let's see if we can persuade him.
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You're gonna guilt trip me?
Alright, to persuade a person, you need to make a successful choice. Choices that can range from kind words to distractions to threats. Each choice has a difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the greater the chance it fails. But the more points you'll earn when it succeeds. Okay. You have a limited number of choices you can make, but you can never fail if your last choice succeeded. No shit. Okay. We got 3 turns. I'm not leaving till you tell me what I want to know. What matters to you more? Imagine him out there alone and holding your cash, or holding out for your cash. Yeah, we're not leaving.
I don't have time for this.
What matters more to you, the money or his life?
Guess I should ask you the same question. You paying or what?
Isn't he your friend? Don't you want us to go out there and look for him?
Of course I do. It's just... Alright, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
So, we're going to Venus now.
There's nothing like seeing old soul coming through the big window in the morning. Unless you're a Deimos employee, I can't really help you.
Oh, 71 hours. That didn't sound good.
Found a clutch of heat leeches breeding in the utilities section the other day.
U.S. Marine Barracks. That's lower level 2. I'm almost willing to bet there's some good weaponry down there. Quick question though, how do we get there?
How's the saying go? Show no mercy.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes of the dust.
And nothing special so far. Go. More duct tape. I don't need it. I'm not talking to everyone down here though. Yeah, because screw your knuckles, right?
Red and orange. Everything's red and orange as far as the eye can see.
Anything in here I can take? A lot of stuff. We're taking at least the med packs and those. And we are taking root beer, because I have some right here. Okay. I'm pretty sure those cost, or can get me something selling them, but I don't want to sit there and carry them.
A strong community is stronger than any higher power.
So, there's a bar. I'm detected. By who? That guy over there. Can I still pickpocket him without... Oh, that was the wrong button. Mistakes were made. Hey, I put my weapon away. It was a mistake. You have no orders. It happened like 15 seconds ago. Calm yourself. Okay, what about my ship?
We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force.
Okay, what's going on?
I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information.
Pretty sure that's their jail. I don't know. Do we want to go with them or just attack them here and try to go to the Venus from here? I mean, I am kind of an outlaw, according to my character sheet. So I don't know. Was that a mistake, or was that me doing it on purpose? I think we'll go ahead and just attack and see if we can down a guard and see where this goes.
Have it your way. Stand down now or you will be neutralized.
Okay, so oh, I was using the wrong weapon anyway. I was using my energy weapon when I should have been using the malfeasance or whatever. Not malfeasance, the maelstrom. Yeah, I was using the maelstrom. So why did it show the equinox? Huh. Okay. Well, instead of going through all that again, we'll just bounce out to Venus instead and consider that a mistake. I don't know, I really kind of want to go down to the marine level and steal some weaponry.
Talk to me if you reckon you can hack it as a bounty hunter.
I mean, I know I can. Hey, what's up? Tracker's allegiance agent, huh?
Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me. Or check out our posts on the mission boards.
Okay. I can help out with a job if you're paying.
Good. Here's the short of it. I'm only stationed here because I made a mistake.
Hey, I made one of
Killed the
those.
wrong bounty, and the right one got away. It's bugged me ever since. Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars, but I ain't had the good fortune of him strolling on in here. I think he's smart enough to know better. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker contact that he's here. That's where you come in. Just gotta plant a sensor. No danger to you.
Yeah, I've heard that before. You want me to just bag the bounty myself?
Hell no. If I'd have wanted you to do that, I'd be asking you to do that. Nah, I got a good friend, tracker buddy who stuck by me through and through. Gonna split the haul with him as soon as he brings the mark in. That ain't up for debate or negotiation. Under no circumstances are you to interact with my quarry, or you'll find yourself at the wrong end of a bounty.
Yeah, but see, you're the one that screwed up and let him go. So if I bring him in, that bounty's mine, and then you can just deal with it. I mean, that's kind of how bounty hunting works. I guess we'll just say we're in.
Take this here sensor and put it way up at the tippy top of the old Mars launchpad tower where it's nice and unobstructed. You're gonna want to make sure you've got a boost pack to help get yourself up there, else it's gonna be a tough climb. Mars gravity's on the low side, but not that low. It'll track down my Mark's chip signal, assuming he shows, and I'll call in my partner to take care of him. Clear out and come back to me as soon as you're done so you don't spook the quarry. Get it? Got it? Good.
Okay, quick question. We'll set that up active mission for now. Where is a good booster pack thing? Mission board. Oh, we were just in here.
You look hurt. Might want to head on over to Reliant.
Well, I'm not hurt. Like, not nearly as much as I have been. Okay.
No. No. Stop that. You're going to kill someone.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of guns, is to, like, make people not even alive anymore. How are we supposed to get over there, though? Ship services.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buying. Kiosk, right? Hey, what can I do for you?
My ship does not need repairs. What kind of ships you got for sale, though?
I'm sure you can find something you like.
That looks neat. An Econo Hall. It's got a little bit of a better reactor, more crew quarters, more shielding. I don't know what that LAS at the bottom left down there is. Or the PAR. Oh, I guess they're weapons. Because that MSL is your missiles. Missile, laser, and I don't know what that other one was. That's pretty much my ship. That's the one that I got now. Like, that's the one that they just kind of give you. The Achilles. That ain't got crap for weapon systems, but it's got like 3 times or double as much shields as my the one that I'm running with now. Costs 72 grand. It's ridiculous. Or no, those are the vendor credits. Never mind. That costs 63. Okay. 151,000. So we're not buying that. Can I modify it? Yeah, see, this is the ship that we're running in now. Okay, shipbuilder. Alright, it allows you to fully design, modify, and paint your ship. The floor gauge to the right will tell you where new modules will appear. When the floor gauge is at 0, for example, new modules will be placed in the center mass of the ship. Building new ship modules costs credits. Deleting them will give you credits back. The ship builder will keep a running total and process the entire transaction at the end. There's a flight check that'll give you warnings and errors if your design is invalid for any reason. So I guess like if you don't have any engines or shielding or whatever, it's like, hey, fix it. Okay. Magellan C2 cockpit. You know, I could already see me spending entirely too much time in just this section alone, figuring out, like, how to mod and what to mod it with. We might do that next stream. This stream, I think we're going to concentrate on just completing a handful of missions, getting some credits under us, and you know, getting established before we go modding everything. Because I might be better off just waiting until we have the credits and buying a more beefy ship and then modding that one. That seems like it'd be the smarter way to go about it. So yeah, that's what we'll do.
Yes, they're gone. To Venus?
You kitty kitty.
You think it looks bad out here? You should see inside.
Cat's over here trying to catch flies. How am I supposed to get over there, though? I don't have the jump booster pad or jetpack things. So I guess I'm just gonna have to climb it. Unless we get lucky and there's a booster pack over there. I swear to God, that little kitty sitting in there screaming for wifey to come home. Like, dude, we go through this every day. She's at work. Like, whenever wifey leaves the house, the cat just goes insane and starts screaming for her. Like, my people left me. Use hand scanner to place. Yeah, I know, that's what we're doing. See something way off over in the distance over there. Might go check that out. Mars launch pad. Location discovered. Okay. 20 XP. Unknown. Unknown. We're trying to get up there. Hopefully there's some stairs or a ladder or something. Or I can find me a jetpack. Hey guys, you got a jetpack hiding in here somewhere? I just need the one. Can I get in here? No. Rude. Oh, there's stairs. Is that going to be enough stairs, though? Oh, I missed. Alright, that leads to nothing. Nothing over there.
The frost is starting to interfere with my instruments.
Oh, a little bit too tall. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to brute force climb this. Oh, hush phone. How did you get... You were right. I'm not even gonna ask. She was like right beside me. Oh no, she got that far that fast. Ooh. We're gonna be able to... Okay, yeah, we can. Cool. No, we're not going to be able to make that. Thank goodness for low gravity. Hey, there's people landing over there. Uh-oh. I can loot things. Weapons case. What we got in here? Berserker Modified Coachman is a rare shotgun. Ooh, 57 physical damage. Got shit for fire rate and like no accuracy, but I mean, if you're up close, you don't really need to be accurate. We'll take that. Some caseless shotgun shells. 40 millimeter XLP, whatever the heck those are. More shotgun shells. My nose is hating me today. Okay, should we go ahead and switch to that? I mean, it has a crap ton more damage profile than the Maelstrom does. I mean, fire rate's obviously slower, range is half, accuracy is just about half. I need to use the ballistic weapons anyway for the challenge thing on my one of my skills, and this is physical, which counts, I believe. So yeah, we'll go ahead and switch to a shotgun and see how that plays. Got a little scope, which is kind of useless for a shotgun. Reloads faster than that Maelstrom does, I know that much. Okay, cool, you could just walk it. Extreme solar radiation. Place tracking device. Now we got to return all the way back over there. I don't know, do we think we can not die jumping? I mean, gravity is kind of low. But something tells me it's not low enough to survive that kind of fall. Really, there's only one way to find out. I haven't had any kind of real fall damage yet. So, well, now we don't have a choice. Okay, maybe. We got lucky. We'll just do it a little slowly. Beautiful. That could have been a lot worse than it was. What have we got in here? Graffiti. Okay. Graffiti and nothing. storage box with 2 sedatives. So graffiti and drugs. What's this? Isotropic coolant? I'll take it. I don't know what for, but it's mine now. Kitchen tea seeper? No, we don't need that. We do need a med pack though. Adaptive frame, don't mind if I do. 27 caliber. 6.5 cartridge. I don't even think we have a weapon that takes the 27 caliber. Or the 7.77. I'm not sure what the Maelstrom takes. Whee! That would be me if this was real. I swear I'd just be jumping around like an idiot in low gravity. What is this? Aqueous hematite, or aqueous. It's mine is what it is. Wait. I'm trying to scan it. It's not letting me scan it. I don't know why it didn't let us scan it, but it didn't. Uh-oh, is it turning into daytime? Or is it just because we're getting... No, it is turning daytime. Cool, cool. Somebody taking off? Oh, they are. Yeah, we're not going down that way. Alright, back in here we go. So, does that hours without incident Well, I know it doesn't go up in real time, but does it go up like in game time continuously? Or will there actually be an accident, like if I go around shooting somebody?
Careful placing that scent. You're doing me a solid.
Okay, I placed the tracking sensor at the top of the tower.
Good. I'm already getting readings from it. Nothing yet, but when he shows, we'll get him. Here's your pay. Think of it as your cut of the bounty for your assistance.
Mail time. Which is a good a signal as any for me to sit this like this for just a second, because I need to go shove something in my face real quick. It'd take like less than 5 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and check the mail while I'm at it. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some background music and go to our Be Right Back screen. So yeah, I will be right back. All right. I am back. Sorta-ish. Give me just a hot second. Get readjusted here. Oh. I got junk mail. Because that's like the only kind of mail we get anymore. Alright. We got all of our other stuff set up on auto withdrawal anyway, so we don't even really get bills in the mail. It's like, why do we even need a mailbox? They're only going to send us spam. Oh well. Oh well. Alright. Now that I shoved a biscuit in my face hole and checked the mail, let's get right back into it. Alright. Yeah, if any of you are on Kick by chance, go ahead and go give EuroYT a follow, because he is an amazing human being. He is definitely a top tier being. I can't recommend his content or him enough. He's super cool. He's laid back. He's a special person, that's for sure. He's a great guy. Ooh, something blew up. But I can't recommend him enough, so yeah, please go do me a favor and check his stuff out. He is obviously also here on YouTube. EuroYT, UEROYT is where you're going to find him. He does little bits of everything. Memes, gaming stuff. He's a motivational speaker. Meditation is key for him. You know, that kind of stuff. I don't really know how to describe it. But yeah, check him out. He's a great content creator. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get back into this and figure out where the hell we're going. Oh, we're just gonna go ahead and bounce straight out to Venus, aren't we? Alright.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons.
But yeah, eventually, like, fingers crossed, I'm gonna start little wannabe podcast kind of deal, because obviously I'm a white guy with a mic, so I need a podcast. I already have it halfway set up. I just don't have any episodes or anything on there. Like how I don't even have any episodes recorded or edited together or anything like that, so it's bright. But that's where you as the audience come into play. If you have any ideas on what type of podcast you would like to hear from me, whether it's like gaming, news, you know, just life bullshit in general, please don't be afraid to send me a message, either in the comment section or I can't really say on Threads because they don't have a DM function, oddly enough, which they should really fix that. But I am on Instagram, Smug Potato Gaming, or just Smug Potato. Pretty much just Smug Potato anywhere. Look for the red SP, or red and gold SP, and that's me. So anywhere you see that, if they have a DM function on that site, send me a message. I'll check it out, reply to it if I can. If not, yeah, like I said, leave me a comment in any one of my videos, in my live streams or anything like that, on what you would like to see or hear in podcast form, and we'll see about making something like that happen. Now, for YouTube and podcasting, I'm not 100% sure if I should, how to say it, if I should attach visuals to it, make it like a video podcast, or if I should just do audio only podcast like you would on Spotify or any of the other streaming audio services like that. I'm thinking obviously it being YouTube, it'd be better with some type of visual component as well. I'm just not sure how to go about doing that. I mean, obviously there's like what you're seeing now. As far as you know, a talking head just sitting in front of a camera and BSing and going through that way, or if it should be more curated as far as, you know, do the audio podcast and then just stick whatever kind of visuals over top of it, like still pictures or whatever kind of like B-roll footage basically. I'm not sure what you as an audience would respond to more. Wait, we just made a jump. Why are we in a debris field? I guess we'll make another jump. But again, that kind of goes to what you're wanting to see.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships?
Yes.
Maroon zealots. You ever run into one?
No.
Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent, the devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us.
Do you see the Vanguard ship anywhere?
No other ship readings in the area. And I doubt they'd be so calm if a Vanguard had flown by recently.
So I doubt they know where our Vanguard is.
No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Faroon ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our Vanguard was heading to next.
So we need to get to that beacon without being attacked, or I'm opening fire. We could probably stealth our way up to it, but I guarantee you that they're going to find us.
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
Alright, minimize ship system power to avoid detection. Systems like weapons and shields are easier to detect. For maximum stealth, power down all of them except for 2 bars in your engines. And stay as far away from the enemy as possible. Get within 500 meters of the satellite beacon so that you can activate it. So, this is going to be dangerous. We'll kill our shields. No, rotate the other way. There we go. That way they're above us. I mean, I could just power everything up and you know, just blast them.
That he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
Okay. I'm gonna guess they're talking about the first guy that touched the these artifacts that we're hunting. I mean, I could be wrong. how much closer do we got to get it? It's not giving me any kind of readout. Pretty sure that's 500 meters. Yeah. Make sure the satellite is selected. Press A. Oh, well. I guess it would have helped if I selected it a long time ago, huh? And we'll drop us down to 0 speed. Activate.
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago, and the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers.
Why was Earth abandoned, though? So do we want to go ahead and attack these guys, or just jump to Earth? We'll probably go ahead and just jump to Earth. Is that on planet, or is that on the other side? You know, let's double check. Oh. Well, Earth looks kind of dead. A sandy desert, sandy desert, sandy desert in the middle of the Atlantic. There's the U.S. Yeah, so all the water's gone. Chlorine. That's not good. A little bit of water at the poles and lead. So, yeah, Earth is like all of the way not even alive anymore. Mission. Activities, no. Go to the Nova Galactic Shipyard. That's what we're trying to do. Oh, it's on the moon. Why did you, like, bounce like that? Alright, so we're going to the moon.
There it is. Nova Galactic Star Yard, still orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever. It's all ancient history now, but the Earth lost its atmosphere. It started sputtering out into space. Humanity had about 50 years to evacuate the planet,
Oof.
That's kind of how the United Colonies government started, managing the Exodus. Earth is more or less a dust ball now. You can occasionally find a few remnants of the world we left behind on the surface, but not much.
Alright, let's check out the Star Yard.
Keep your weapons ready. Never know who else might be scavenging there.
Most star stations and ships can be docked with, allowing you to board them. Oh, that's cool. You'll need to select a ship with your HUD and then fly close enough so that the dock prompt appears. Shields all the way up. Full power to lasers. Actually, no, we'll drop our engines down to 3. And that seems like a decent enough setup. Alright, we're coming in hot. Need to slow that down. Ooh, that's close. Like, why though? Why not? Oh. We'll just dock that way then. I didn't select it. That's me being dumb. Alright, yeah, we'll just board. Oh, hey. Yeah, we need our flashlight that's barely working. Dude, why are you not in a spacesuit, chick?
2 steps in, and we're already looking at a corpse. Okay, it's not Vanguard Moara. Looks like spacers were scavenged.
Okay, you can keep talking. I'm just equipping some grenades. Or a grenade. Hold on. Why for you do this to me, phone? Uh-oh. Blue October is releasing a new video. Heck yeah. We'll have to check that out after stream. They're a great band. One of my favorites, if not the favorite.
Here and someone else came in and said hello. Oh, this won't be your last encounter with a spacer crew. They pillage abandoned facilities and shoot anyone who gets in their way. They're even less organized than the Crimson Fleet. Just countless
We'll take the wire.
scavenging and killing to survive.
The digipick. I don't need a hat. Utility flight suit. I'll sell it at least. Styrofoam. Yeah, see, I sold one of those earlier for 33 credits, and it's valued at 195. So apparently I really need to work on my, what do you call it? Ooh, comms relay, sure. On my commerce skill, I guess. Or whatever they call it in this. Hey, you're not alive anymore, guy. The hell are you doing? Okay. No, I don't need the markers. I need what's ever in those safes. box cutter that we don't need. Okay, so all he has is ramen. Why can't I go through that door? Hey, what are y'all shooting at in there?
Hope you're ready to die.
An ecliptic. Ooh, that hurt him. At decent range, too. Oh, that grenade missed. That sucks. I might need to up the magazine on this.
Wrong day to piss me off.
Alright, what's in here while they're out there fighting? Nothing really worth it. Okay, so she can jump over desks, I can't. Noted. Ooh, credits, caseless, a Grendel. I already had one of those, didn't I? Yeah, I sold it though. Hey guy, could you not? Now, what are you shooting at over here? Oh, a spacer. Not anymore. Oh, those shoot quick. I'm gonna need all your stuff. I'm gonna run. Okay, while they're over there doing that, I need to heal. They're distracted. Peekaboo. I need all your things. Ammo case, yeah. I am not a fan of having to go in here every time you wanna... Oh, so never mind. I take that back. I was thinking you had to go in here to equip them every time, but it just equips the last type. And I'm over encumbered. Hey, comic, how goes it? There's more guys up here, there are. Is that all of them? Kind of surrounded. I'm not a fan. Here, have a grenade. I'm gonna hide in here. And while I'm hiding in here, I'm gonna heal again. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I think Xbox is a little bit more stable than the PC version anyway. I mean, most console versions are, but they're not as quite high fidelity as you can get on PC. Like, you can up the graphics and all that on PC a lot more than on Xbox. I know that much. Where are all these guys coming from? Can I close this door? No, there isn't even a door to close. So we're gonna hide in this bathroom stall for a second and see about changing our weapon. Alright, that's doing 74 damage. That is a lot quicker, but nowhere near as much damage. An epic rifle. Shoots 50 caliber. I don't even have any 50 cal, do I? I mean, this shotgun's doing the most damage so far, so we're gonna stick with that. How many grenades do I have? I got a mine and what, 1 grenade? Well, I am surrounded, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on this guy so I get that auto medic that we were talking about yesterday. That sucks. Well, I hope it's a lot less laggy for you on Xbox. I haven't really had too much of any kind of lag issues yet. Oh, my other phone, okay. So you shouldn't have too many issues on Xbox. I didn't even realize I picked one of these up. Equip. Now I got a jetpack. Nice. No, we'll stick with the pirate helmet for now. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get until we go looting the rest of the guys. Yeah, I'm not real sure what the optimal specs are for PC for this game. Like, I have excuse me, I haven't really looked too deep into it because I knew that I'd be playing on Xbox anyway. Because with my setup, like, I could barely run Fortnite and stream it at the same time. Like, it's just barely powerful enough to do one or the other. It's one of those old school HP omens. So it's not the best PC, but it works. Now, I know there were more guys over here. Did she actually take care of them? No. Come here. Hey, dude, could you, like, not? Okay. Can I open that? I can, cool. Anything worth it in here? Doesn't look like it. Move, chick. Medical sample tray. No, I kind of need health stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right now, I'm just gonna kind of play through and you know, play for me on stream, so to speak. But when I start to go back over everything and like have an actual idea of what's gonna happen and all that, then I'll definitely be breaking it down into more bite-sized chunks. And like, for instance, like leveling up certain types of builds, because right now I'm playing basically a thief, and I'm sure you noticed on the character creation you could be all sorts of different play styles. So I'm gonna most likely go back and do, I'm gonna need that, do like a playthrough of each, or at least part of a playthrough of each type of play style, and make a little, maybe a how-to video on each of those or something. Not real 100% sure yet, but I'll most likely be doing something like that in the future. Do like Easter egg hunting and stuff like that too, because there, from what I hear, there's a handful of Easter eggs in here. I'm gonna sell that. Yeah, I probably should have chose diplomat, because there's been at least one time that I had the option of persuading somebody and it just barely worked out, but I think it only worked out because it was like the first time, you know, so they kind of gave it to me by default. I'm pretty sure the later in the game that we get actually having to sweet talk people and shit like that, it's gonna come in handy. That's pretty messed up. I'm gonna assume that's a little jail cell and they give you an hourglass just to tell the time. I don't know, that might be a med bay. It's like, here, you're gonna be in here forever, so go ahead and tell the time while you're at it. Like next level torture. Oh, I was already in here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like any kind of funny moments that pop up or whatever, something that like catches me off guard because it's my first playthrough, then I'll probably clip those out and, you know, might throw some superficial edits on it or something like that and throw them up as shorts. It's not a bad idea. Side star. What kind of pistol is this? It looks ugly as hell, but let's see. It's light, highly accurate, a lot of rounds. Nothing for damage though, only 13. I'm running what, 74 damage on my shotgun. I think we're going to be sticking with this shotgun for a while, considering that damage profile. Anything worth it down here? A cube. So no. Okay. Oh, there's another guy up there. Really? How'd I miss that? He's like 3 feet in front of me and I missed with the shotgun. Hey, could you not? Okay, where'd that other guy go? You still hiding? I'll take those. As far as I know, it's sitting at right around 101 gigs. So, like somewhere in that area. I don't know if you're going to need extra to do like the initial download. But I know at least on mine it was saying it was like right around 100 gigs. Which is freaking huge, but unfortunately most games, or most AAA games nowadays, are like that big. Is there a door over here? Am I over encumbered? I don't think I am. Oh yeah, I am by like 60 pounds. Okay, so don't run if we can't help it. And only pick up the expensive stuff. We're going to be able to get into this. There's that one. We might be able to make it with this. Okay, there's that piece. Then we come in on this side. And this side. And we're in.
You definitely know your way around the lock.
I need those grenades. Can never have too many of those. I don't care how over encumbered we are, I'm picking up grenades. A zero wire. What the hell is a zero wire? Is that a weapon? No, it's just wire. I don't know why I thought anything different, but okay. What was I just doing? Let's go ahead and heal while we're in this screen. Might as well. We're gonna eat some whatever the hell pie product this is. I can't even pronounce that. Torturi. Pork, veal, beef, potato pie. So all the meat and potatoes. I mean, I'm not against it. Probably wouldn't eat it in real life if you told me what was in it, though. Can you get him? You gonna need my help? No? Cool. Alright, seeing as you could, like, kill people on your own, you go ahead and I'll catch up with you. Bashing Coachman. Ooh, it's a rare shotgun. I'll take it. Is it any better than the one I got? No. So I might want to just drop it. Can I dismantle it for parts, though? That's the real question. These, I have 5 of them, so we're going to drop 4 of them. Because they don't really cost much of anything, and they're only taking up space. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go.
Let's do this.
let's do this. You run ahead and you go off everybody in that next room, and then I'll come in and loot. Hey, it's a plushie. I mean, they're shooting at us, but they still can't get through that glass. Like, you just gonna stand there? They didn't even give you a gun. They were waiting for you to die. I don't know who you pissed off. Hey guys. Surprise. How'd that miss? Yeah, you go to town, chick. I already have one of those spacesuits and I don't need it. Reload already, dude. I thought it was an auto reload. Apparently I was wrong.
Might as well take what we can.
Yeah, might as well take everything and then sort through it later, right? Well, guess what? It's later because I'm over encumbered. A corrosive rip shank. So an acid knife? I mean, I'm not against it, but it doesn't make much sense. Alright, we're gonna drop one of those. And one of those. Realistically, I should probably drop most of those other weapons. Just because I'm, you know, stuck on using this rare shotgun. And those weapons seem to be taking up the most mass. But I'm going to be loading up on a bunch more loot anyway, so we'll just keep pushing forward until we get the rest of these guys down first. Anyone in here? No. I'll take those shotgun shells, but the gun can stay. Yeah, tell me about it. It's close to 90 degrees Fahrenheit here, and usually it's around like 75, most 80 around this time of year for us. So it's way hotter than it should be, and even hotter than it needs to be. But unfortunately, we're probably going to be stuck like this going forward because, you know, nobody took the climate serious. And now they're all bitching like you didn't see this coming years ago. Pick up some credits. What's this? Bag of coffee. As tasty as that sounds, I don't need it. Let's see. I could pull it up, but I'm busy getting shot at. I think like it's right around 27 Celsius here, give or take. Like I said, I'd have to look it up to give you the right number on that. Alright, buddy guy, heal up. There's at least 2 people out here, and one's armored. And he just jumped down like an idiot. Did he just kill himself? Oh no, they're both down there. Then both of you can have this. How did you survive a grenade? Alright, the fact that she's not in a like an armored suit or a space suit at all, and she's just running it on him, kind of makes me feel over-prepared.
Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear?
Yeah, I live in Tennessee. No, we're not going to work on any of that with that guy still out there. Oh, good note. He's not out here anymore. Ecliptic pack, what's that? His backpack? It is. It's a basic boost pack. Better energy resistance though. I might keep that for later. Yeah, Arizona, Nevada, and those places, it's always like, it's been that kind of extreme since the 90s, but it's getting a lot worse. I think the scary part that a lot of people don't realize is it's not just the heat that's going to be doing damage, we'll say. It's all the storms and stuff that the heat's going to cause because, you know, the planet's not used to being hot in those certain areas. And that creates like high and low pressures in spots where, you know, it shouldn't be. And that gives us, you know, these bigger hurricanes and bigger, you know, tornado systems and stuff like that that are going to be doing a lot more damage to places that just aren't prepared for it. I have a feeling that's going to be doing a lot more to us than just, oh, well, it's hot, you know. Don't get me wrong, the heat itself is dangerous too, but when it's that hot plus a tornado, you know, or that hot plus a hurricane where it shouldn't be, you know, that's where it gets really scary.
But this whole star yard is overrun. I've patched up my ship, and I'm heading to Neptune. Going to put in another request to get the fleet out here to deal with these spacers. But until then, if any of you thugs are listening,
Damn, we gotta go to Neptune now.
Clear out while you have the chance.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's going to be extreme in every aspect, and I think that's where a lot of people is, like, when they heard global warming, they were thinking, oh, well, it's just going to be warmer, and not realizing that, you know, all of the weather systems are tied to heat specifically, you know, so the hotter or colder it gets, the more intense all of those weather systems are going to get. And then, like we were just saying, you add that on top of just the temperature by itself, you know, it gets dangerous real quick. Synergy. Actually, chick, come here. I'm gonna see if you can... Oh, stay still. I said stay still. What the hell are you doing? Come here. I'm trying to talk to you.
Looks like
okay.
it's next.
Trade gear.
I'll only carry the good stuff.
No, you'll carry what I hand you because, like, I'm not going to give you all the good stuff. My inventory. You can carry that. We'll give you... yeah, we'll give you that. We'll give you that and that. Man, that dropped us down a lot so far. Okay. I'm not going to use that, so you could just keep that one. Spacesuits, that can go. That can go, and that can go. Any of these that I absolutely need. The digipicks are about it. You can hold on to the heavy stuff. Goodness. I know, well, here in Tennessee, our humidity stays pretty high anyway, because we're like almost subtropical, I guess, is what they consider us. So I'm kind of used to the humidity, but even still, it's getting to be a bit much. And I know in your area, being that humid in the middle of the night, it's not supposed to be that way. You know, it hasn't been that way pretty much ever, and the fact that it's getting that way more consistently is, you know, it's something to pay attention to. I'm probably not going to use most of this until we get to an outpost, but I don't know what is safe to just have her hold. As far as the aid goes, we'll hold on to it. Apparel. Yeah, we'll do that for the O2. And she can hold everything else. And we're still over mass. What about helmets? That's already better than the one I'm wearing, so we'll go ahead and put that on. No, I didn't want to trade it to her. We'll take that back. There we go. Trade that one, and those. And equip that. That brings us down to exactly 135 out of 135. So we can pick up nothing more, or else we'll be over encumbered. So we'll go ahead and hand these off too. That gives us a little bit of extra leeway. Granted, being over encumbered only affects your oxygen and your like CO2 levels, from what I gather. It doesn't necessarily slow you down, so that's nice. How do we get out? Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, what I was just about to say, y'all don't really use like central air conditioning much over there, from what I understand. Like, there's not too many people that actually have it installed and all that. Most places here in the U.S., it's pretty standard. So it's easier for us to kind of just cope with the heat and the humidity and all that kind of stuff, because, you know, we can close ourselves up in our houses and just have the AC going full bore, you know, and not really know how bad it is outside. Yeah, see, and that's what gets really dangerous, because, like you said, without that air conditioning, without that air conditioning in place, it's a lot harder to keep yourself away from the danger levels as far as the heat goes, because there's really not anywhere you can hide. It's not like you can just go sit in the shade and it's going to be cold enough to, you know, keep from getting heat stroke or anything. You know, you kind of need that blast of cold air to, you know, get over that kind of thing, and it makes it a lot harder without that air conditioning. It's like your best bet is to just go sit in the shower and hope the water's cold enough, and heck, half the time even then, you know, you can only get it you know, so cold before it warms up to just your air temperature anyway. So it's a lot more dangerous for your area of the world than, say, here, just because we do hoard the air conditioning, you know, which probably isn't the best, but, you know, I can't say that it's unsafe. Just, no, I didn't want to push that one. I don't really know the repercussions of, you know, having as much air conditioning units as America does versus not. Like, if it's putting out any kind of extra pollution or anything like that. I haven't really looked up the pros and cons of that. I just know that, you know, inside these walls it stays a lot colder than outside of them. Yeah, I can imagine in the middle of summer without the air conditioning, like here, without the air conditioning, I don't think we'd make it through the summer. Like, it's like places like Texas or Arizona, like you were saying, without air conditioning, there's no way. Like, it's entirely too hot and entirely too dangerous to make it through something like that. My pillow fell off. Oh well. I'll use it as a back brace for now.
Wait, do you see that? There's a ship just drifting out there. No time to take in the sights. That could be our vanguard.
Something tells me that it's not, but at the same time, we don't have much of a choice.
Something's wrong. The ship's weapons are powering up. Get ready.
Vanguard to civilian ship. Come in.
If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
Ain't that the truth? Could you, like, not?
White line a couple of them, but they've locked me down. Really could use an assist.
You know that ship with the stars is dead and our artifacts gone. We're going to have to board. Target the engines. Once they stall out, we'll have our chance.
Oh, that hurts. Could you not? Kill the engines, up our missiles. Okay, that last one got him. Alright, most hostile ships can be boarded once the engines are down. Gotta fly close and before you're allowed to dock, and then expect the crew to fight back.
That's it.
Okay.
Start the docking routine. Come on. Let's go rescue that vanguard.
Yeah, I honestly don't know of anybody that lives in Wyoming. Like, it's basically just farmland and animals. Alright, do we... Oh, we gotta go up. Alright. Before we go in there, however, I have a skill point I need to get rid of. We'll do combat. Get shotgun certified. They do 10% more damage. Kill 20 enemies with a shotgun to rank it up. I can do that. And we'll go ahead and heal before we get in there. Yeah, thank goodness. We just had a decent thunderstorm this morning, actually, ourselves, which cooled it down probably about 10 degrees. Because last week we were approaching like 95, 96 degrees Fahrenheit, and then like the feels like temperature was close to 100. And right now, like I said, it's sitting at about 87 Fahrenheit, give or take. So it cooled down quite a bit, but it's still roasting out there. I feel real sorry for like the homeless population having to deal with this, because they don't really have a choice but to just bear it. Yeah, it's rough right now. Where's the people at? I thought we were supposed to expect resistance, and it's like empty. Where's the door to the cockpit? I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, that's my ship, isn't it? Yeah. Gotta clear the ship of hostiles. Well, I did that. Yeah, I couldn't imagine being homeless right now. Thank goodness I'm not. I used to be when I was, like, in my early 20s. I went through a stint of being homeless and, you know, having to do what you have to do. You know, living in places that you probably shouldn't just to, you know, get some kind of cover, like living under bridges to hide from the rain and stuff like that. And it's nothing I would wish on anybody. And going through this weather on top of it is, yeah, it's horrible to even think about. But like I said, most people just disregard homeless people because they don't know what it is to experience homelessness to begin with. And if they don't think about it, then they can just pretend like it doesn't exist. And, you know, just, oh, there's the door. Duh. So it's easier for them to just pretend like that thing, you know, isn't there just because they don't see it every day. You know, they can completely forget that those are people too. They're just having a hard time with life. Where'd the other guy go? Oh. Oh, his armor took all that? Yeah, you get him, chick.
You've got nothing.
Okay. Got the ship key. Got liquid cool ground crew space helmet. Check that out in a second. No, I don't need that. It really is. There's no easy way to put it. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Right, and it never fails that it always comes from the people, like, on high, you know, they're sitting in their cushy houses and they've never had to worry about anything. You know, they probably never worked a hard day in their life, but, you know, they just hand down the rules like everyone can, like, has the ability to follow them. when, you know, half the time they don't. It's like, oh, well, if you're not paying, you know, $10,000 a month to live in this mansion, then, you know, you're not deserving of anything. Like, come on. Like, some people don't make $10,000 in a year. And they're trying to make it so you have to pay that, like, every month just to stay in a place where you're not going to die from the weather. Like, it's ridiculous.
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are? Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right?
Let's see. So we're from the Explorers Group Constellation. We need to talk.
What? You guys still exist?
Yeah, we still exist. I guess.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is? I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament?
Correct. I'm going to groan on behalf of scientists everywhere, and then you're going to hand over the artifact.
Hey, sorry. I just didn't know what it was. But I guess that's what you all are for, right? Here, happy to trade a novelty for a rescue any day.
Let's grab the artifact.
Yeah, I wish we had more people that, you know, I hate to put it this way, but I wish we had more people that made our laws that knew what a struggle actually is. You know, the people that have lived through struggles, like, I've yet to meet people that have struggled that aren't wanting to help everyone else in the same position. You know what I mean? It never fails that the people that have never tasted struggle, they don't care about anybody that's actually on hard times. You know, they don't think about it because they've never experienced it. And it's not necessarily any fault of their own. You know, they just happen to get lucky with life and, you know, haven't had to struggle. But in doing so, it kind of puts everybody that is going through bad times in a shittier position because they're less represented, less understood, and less cared for by the people that actually have the ability to care for them properly. And it, like you said, it's really a shame. It really is. And like, same kind of stuff, like where it comes, where like medical care comes into play. You know, America's medical system is dog shit at best. Like, yeah, we have some good hospitals, we have some smart doctors, but the system itself is just trash. You know, whereas most of the UK, most of Europe in general, you know, at least y'all know that it's better to have a society and a group of people that are healthy versus worrying about, oh, am I going to be bankrupt for the rest of my life just because I stubbed my toe? You know, like, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, dude really was using it for a hood ornament. Mine?
Good work. Let's get back to the lodge.
But the sad part is it's all run by the same types of people. And half the time, the exact same people. You know, that are like, it's easy for them to ignore the people that end up being homeless because they had a medical mishap or something. And, you know, they tried to be an honest person and pay back all their medical bills or whatever. And in doing so, basically made them poor to where they couldn't afford to pay rent that month or for a couple months. And they end up, you know, homeless because, you know, they got sick. And, like, nobody should have to worry about, oh, if I catch pneumonia because the weather, for instance, you know, Like, it rained real hard one weekend, and so I caught pneumonia. I shouldn't have to worry about if me and my family are going to be homeless within the next month because that one bout of pneumonia, made us bankrupt. But the people that are handing down the laws and making up the system as they go along, they don't care about people that go through that type of situation. Or I should say, there's very few people in lawmaking that care about that subset of people, And it seems, at least from what I've looked into, that most of the rest of the world at least fake like they give a shit. At least enough to put in, policies or lawmakers or whatever that make it easier on those people. Versus the U.S., like, they don't give a shit and they make it known. They think it's a badge of honor that, oh, well, we just don't care. And, like what? I don't know what else to say to that other than, like, are you serious? Like, it really doesn't make sense. Like, there's a lot of stuff with the U.S. Like, I love my country, don't get me wrong. But there is so many things that we are doing, like, 100% ass backwards that just piss me off. And I'm sure everybody could say that about, where they live, some more than others. But the road the U.S. is going down now, like, it's not a good road. And it only seems to be getting worse as time goes by. And it's really sad. Yep, like, you hit the nail on the head with that last little bit. That just extreme amounts of corruption and greed. That's where a lot of it comes into play is, the people up top, they'd rather make an extra $1 million like a month or however quickly they make it versus let that money go back into the system to fix it for 1 million people. I'm sorry, if I'm making that amount of money, I'd rather be broke, to be honest. I'd rather be able to make millions of dollars a month and say that I have no money because I'm putting all of that money into the system to help millions of people, rather than sit there and say, hey, look at my bank account, it's got a bunch of zeros in it. What the hell good's that doing anybody? Like, woohoo, your bank is fat. Good for you. It helps literally nobody. Like, I'd much rather help, millions of people than have millions of dollars any day. It's just sad that not everybody sees it that way. Oh, helps if I put some energy into my grav jump, huh? We're gonna leave one on each of those. Pop that up and dump the rest into the gravity jump. Okay.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
I probably have contraband. I don't know, did it? Cool, I don't.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
I mean, yeah, I get, like you said, the wait times and certain things like that, but I don't know. It's one of those things where, how to phrase it, I'd much rather have to wait that long and have it guaranteed that I'm not going to be homeless because I have to pay for a broken arm. Like, I'd much rather wait a couple weeks or a couple months or however long it may be to get that type of help, as long as it's like non-life threatening. You know what I mean? I think the part that scares a lot of people is they hear about those types of wait times and stuff and think that if you have a life-threatening injury or you know, something like that, that they're just going to tell you, oh well, see you in 9 months, knowing that you're not going to make it past 2. You know, and I haven't kept up on it, so don't doubt the situations like that have happened over there, but I know for a fact that there are people that I grew up with that got sick or whatever that should still be around now, but you know, they were too scared to go to the go to the hospital because, you know, they couldn't afford it, and they knew they wouldn't be able to afford it, and they just, you know, let the disease or whatever take them instead of, you know, actually going to get the help that they needed. Whereas if they were over there, you know, it'd be a lot easier to say, hey, go spend your, you know, we'll say ballpark it $100 for treatment X to go get fixed, versus, you know, literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars for the same treatment. Like, I don't know. I'm not a lawmaker. I try to stay away from politics as much as I can, just because the stress of it, like not being able to, you know, do anything to fix it at my level. Like, it makes it kind of like I'm screaming into the void, you know? And that's not great for my mental health anyway, but like we were saying, there's people that go through a lot worse than that. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I just assumed that it was like a single payer health system over there kind of thing. Like your taxes kind of covered it all, like your NHS, but for everybody. But okay. I don't know. The moment you privatize any kind of big structure of or big system like that, like healthcare or like prison systems, for instance, you know, things like that, as soon as it goes privatized, like, that's when the greed steps in. But when it's not privatized, like the NHS, for instance, that's when it like, when you let things operate at the speed of government, it's going to take ages, because, you know, they want to make sure that they dot all their T's, or dot all their I's, cross all their T's, and it's going to take them months just to sign off on anything. And at the, we'll call it the consumer level, the person that's actually needing the treatment, you know, that wait can be excruciating. You know, that wait could literally be life and death for them, and that's going to weigh on them a lot more, so they're going to view it as more or less a slight against them, when it's just that, like we said, the system's just working at the speed of government. It's like the government doesn't care who you are. You know, if they are going to help you, they're going to help you, but they're going to take their time doing it. You know, and especially if it's free to you as the consumer, you know, the less likely it's going to be that they're going to just jump to and be like, oh, well, we're going to get this done in 2 hours and you're going to be good, you know. But if you pay for it, you know, if you pay for that private health care or the privatized prisons or whatever, you know, then they're more apt to jump on things immediately, because, you know, the people that are running the show are scared that you're not going to pay them that money if they take too long. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a give and take on both sides of it. Like, I wish there was some kind of middle ground on that, even, where, you know, it's, you get the speed of and the care of the privatized systems, but at the price and the broadness of the like the national stuff, you know, the stuff that's not privatized. It just sucks that, you know, the people that make those systems are less willing to how to put it, they're less willing to cross the aisle, so to speak, and make it so it is that middle ground. And in the meantime, it's people like us that, you know, have to go through those types of systems. That we're the ones that bite the bullet. We're the ones that get screwed no matter which road we take. And it's sad. It really is. Like, there's got to be a better way to do it. And the worst part about it is a lot of people that can change it know that there are better ways to do it, and they know how to do it. But the systems are so, not really set in stone, but they're so robust that they think that they can't change it. And that's where, you know, that's where a lot of the problems come into play as far as on the government side of things. You know, they'd rather just stick with the status quo instead of, you know, basically throw the whole system away and start again, you know. Don't worry about it. I'm the same way. I'll go off on tangents because it's like I try to tell my daughter, like, everything's connected. Like, it doesn't, like, there is no set, oh, we're only going to stay on topic A today. Like, no, I can't do that. It's like, because, like, hell, look at this conversation, for instance. Like, all of, especially the big problems of the world, like, you know, trying to take care of the climate, trying to take care of homelessness and all that, trying to take care of people's health care and those types of things. They're all interconnected so deeply that you can't really talk about one without considering all of the others. Because as soon as you do that, you're missing big chunks of, not necessarily what could be, but you're missing big chunks of what the problems actually are. Yeah, 100%. Like, everything is political when you get down to it, because all politics is just life. You know, it just life on the bigger scale of, you know, a worldwide community, instead of just doing what you do at home, if that makes sense. I'm sure you understand what I mean by that, but yeah. Like, life's complicated. You know, there's no other way to put it.
She spiked a bit, but it's restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
That's speculation, but I think you're right. We need more. Here. You've earned this.
What did I earn?
Constellation.
Oh, I'm a full-time member now.
As a full member this time.
What does it mean to be a full member?
Honestly, this just makes it more official. Call it right person, right place, right time. But once the artifacts started coming together, you were one of us.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's trying to take all these broad topics and like condense it down into basically single sentences just to, you know, get the point across to people that might not know any better. It's like trying to explain quantum physics to a middle schooler. Like, you might be able to get the very basics of it, but there's always going to be more nuance that's lost in translation than information that's actually gained either way. And that stuff that gets lost in translation, that's the important stuff. You know, that's the stuff that makes a lot more difference than people want to admit to. And, like, it does, more often than not, it does more damage missing out on those nuances than it would if they were in place. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of people don't want to have those hard conversations. They don't want to dig into the nuance and the nitty-gritty details of these types of topics, because, like, you know, it is complicated. It is hard topics. They do hit certain parts of our emotions that aren't prodded every day, you know, and it makes people feel ways that they're not comfortable with. And most people don't like that. And I mean, for good reason, you know, nobody likes to be uncomfortable, but, you know, in trying to feel comfortable, we're dooming everything else because we want to live in some kind of fluffy lie or a fluffy half-truth than, you know, dig into what's actually going on to try to fix it. And the people that can't get into those types of details suffer the most because they think that, you know, nobody's trying or nobody's willing to help, or they are out there trying but they're trying against me, you know, those types of thoughts. And that might not be the case, but they genuinely don't know any different to be able to see otherwise. And a lot of those types of people end up being bitter about everything. So if it comes to them actually trying to have input on the subject, they just kind of screech and yell at the wall, you know, instead of trying to put any kind of actual input into it, you know. Like, it's easier to just scream and yell that, oh, I'm mad and it needs to change, instead of actually sit there and think of how to actually change the thing. And like I said, that's where it gets a lot more complicated than people want to get into, unfortunately. I mean, hell, all we have is time, you know, and we're running out of that. So might as well use the time that we do have to try to make it better for the next people. You know, I'd love to leave this world a better place for my daughter than I got it, but, you know, there's only so much that I can do at my level of either education or finance or, you know, reach to people. You know, there's only so much that I could do, unfortunately. I wish I could do more. I really do. And if ever given the opportunity to where I could, you know, I'm most likely going to jump on it. It's just, unfortunately, all I can really do is wait and hope for those types of opportunities to, you know, bring themselves up.
How would you like to keep traveling together? I'm not sitting behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well. You got results. I need someone like you watching
in the
my back.
meantime, we got video games. So, like, escapism. You know, and that's one thing that a lot of people dig into hard, is whatever fits their type of escapism. Whether it's reading books, digging into video games, listening to music, you know. What most people would typically deem like the culture of whatever. You know, that's what people would rather pay attention to than, you know, the hard topics, the hard questions, like those tough conversations. And like I said, I get it, I do, but there comes a time where you gotta have those types of hard conversations if you want to actually make any kind of substantial change.
You okay?
Hey, yeah, Sarah, I'm talking to real people. You can chill. My education, well, I put in my years, like, I went through high school, but I dropped out what would have been my my junior year. So I got out like a year early and got my GED, which is kind of like, it's a almost diploma. Not quite graduation, but it shows that I still know all of the stuff. We'll go ahead and do that.
All right.
I tried to get into community college and all that, but I was probably about 3 weeks into my,
it's in Freestar.
it was a security course for, it was so long ago, I can't even remember what type of security. But it was at a school that wasn't necessarily the best, and they ended up getting shut down because, like, they couldn't keep their budget straight or anything like that. So most of the education that actually sits and works with me is
We
self-taught.
should get over there and check
You
on
know,
Barrett in
I hate
person.
to sound like most of those people that are all over online now, like, oh, I did all the research myself, but that's basically what I did. You know, I dug into actual scientific papers and journals and stuff like that, and, you know, read the stuff that the actual educators were reading and that kind of thing, and just taught myself instead of paying, you know, the $1,000 to go sit in a class and have them tell it to me. I just got the books anyway online, or as much of the books as I could, and, you know, just taught myself what I thought I needed to know. Granted, I'm dumb in a lot of areas. I'm not afraid to admit it. There's so much out there that I would love to know that I know I'll never be able to. You know, just because, oh, well, I don't have a degree to do this, or I don't have a certification for that, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm not dumb in the way that I think about it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong and out of my depth, but I can also see through a lot of people when they put up a false persona or put up a bravado of, oh, I have a master's degree, so I automatically can't be wrong. Like, bullshit. Like, everybody can be wrong about so much. Just because you have a piece of paper that says that you went to school for it doesn't mean you know what you're talking about. You know, and that's where a lot of people get tripped up. They think that as soon as they get those types of degrees that, you know, they can't be wrong on that subject. You know, like, we're always learning about everything, and we're always learning new things. So, I don't know. A little bit of a rambling on there, but yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Like, I know I'm not going to be, or go out and get my doctorate or anything like that. Like, I know my limits and flaws where that type of thing's concerned, but I'm never going to stop learning.
We maintain a star station.
You know, that's one thing that my mom kind of instilled in me from really early, is as long as I'm wanting to learn and actively trying to learn, then I'm doing something right. You know, even if I'm learning or not learning what I should be or something like that, if I'm trying, then I'm, you know, it could be worse. Like, because there's a lot of people out there, they'd rather just not try. They'd rather not learn and just stay, you know, stay on the plateau that they're sitting at instead of actually growing. And life's too short for all that. I want to learn as much as I can.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't here when you first showed up. He should be back by now.
Yeah, and that's extremely important thing to know, is exactly what your boundaries are, because you don't know what to push if you don't know what your boundaries are. You know, you can't break through those limits if you don't even know what they are. And I've known a handful of people that they were so smart. You know, they had all of this potential on where they could go, what they could do, that kind of thing. But they didn't want to put in the effort. They didn't want to try. They didn't want to push through and figure out what those limits and what those boundaries were. So they just kind of went stagnant, you know, and lost all that potential because they didn't try. And, like, that's a real shame right there, is because there's no telling what they could have done. Like, they could have fixed half of the issues that we were talking about earlier, but they chose to just not bother trying, to not push those boundaries, to not want to learn. And, you know, there's an infinite possibility of things that could have been lost because they just didn't try. And I think that's super sad, you know?
Hello?
I heard absolutely zero of what she said, but
maybe another time.
Maybe another time, because I got a level up waiting. Pistol, lasers, dueling. No, we'll go with the persuasion, Because I did have to use that one time and just barely made it through. That gives us 10% chance. Succeed 3 speech challenges for the next level up on it. Okay.
I cannot wait to meet them.
Oh, Wolverine
It's been
looking.
ages since Constellation has had someone new. I wonder what they're like.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
Yeah, if you're a fan of, like I was saying earlier, like Skyrim, or a better comparison would be like Fallout. Like the Fallout series is pretty much what like they took the core of what made Fallout and then just set it in space, and you know that's what we have here. You take Fallout without the VATS aiming system and you know give it a different storyline, and that's what we're playing here.
As much as I enjoy having you.
And, like, I'm a big
Funny
fan
story,
of Fallout
this
and all
one's
that kind
stealing
of
my
stuff
shit.
myself, so
Only reason I didn't turn
I
her in
think
is 'cause
that's
we had the same
why
last name.
I'm enjoying it as much as I am.
All right, that's my one. Well, you might think differently come year 3 or 4. All professional arguments are really personal arguments, if you know what I mean.
Like how
Yeah.
you're always jealous that Vladimir's stronger than you are.
Hey, it's not that. I just don't like losing a bet.
Yeah, New Vegas
Besides,
is
when
really
a
good.
man lifts you over his head,
I'm not
you
sure
make
which
peace with certain
Fallout would be
things.
my favorite.
Koriko, by the way. Hi.
I mean, hot take, but Fallout 76 really isn't as bad as people make it out to be. I think it had more like a No Man's Sky start. You know, when it started out, it was trash. I'm not gonna lie. But going back now, like for the last, not this past update, but the update before, their major update before this last one was, like they fixed a lot of things that were a big issue on release, and they made it playable. You know, they made it really good. I mean, it doesn't have the type of in-depth story as like a New Vegas does, or like a Fallout 3 or 4.
It helps to have
Just because it doesn't have the
Don't let it go to your head.
like the other
Sam,
characters to
not let it go to his
get the
head.
story off of. You have to
Impossible.
basically make up your own story,
Compliment from little
or like read it through
It's not even my
the
birthday.
terminals or books
Now,
and
let's
things
talk
like
business. Sarah tell you about the expedition?
that. And I think that's where a lot of people kind of spaced out on it, is they didn't want to read their story. They'd rather have it just fed to them, like this,
where
for
we're at.
instance, being all
The three
voice
of us are heading
acted.
to Aquila, for a settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and not coincidentally, the
But
home of
other
the
than that,
capital,
like gameplay wise and the
We'll
just
land in the city
mechanic
spaceports,
loop of
frontiers
you know going out, killing things,
rough
getting
country.
experience,
Spawned
getting
a lot of stories.
resources
And I
to
got
build
a
your
lead on a
base and
tale
stuff like
that,
that,
makes me think
and then
of one
coming
thing.
back to your base and upgrading everything, and then going out again. You know, like that kind of shit's fun for me. That, and actually being able to bring in the multiplayer aspect of it, bring in your friends that are playing it too, and have them see your base and help on missions and stuff like that. I think that really hits better than some of the older Fallout games like 3 and 4 did. Because that's one thing that they were missing, in my opinion. I guess let's get to it.
Okay.
I'm not sure what we're
We'll meet you
getting
on board your
to,
ship.
but we'll get
Talk
to
more
it.
when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
You know, I'd love to actually get super in-depth into Minecraft and not necessarily be a Minecraft streamer per se, but actually dig into it. you know, put in my 1,000+ hours into it, but every time I try to, I get deep enough to build like half of a base and then get distracted by something else. Like, if you haven't noticed, I'm very easily distractible where that kind of thing is concerned. I'm like, ooh, shiny. I'm like, ooh, a piece of candy. And a game like Minecraft, that's a very dangerous mentality to have, because I'll be there for months and get nothing done. Yeah. I think that's where the ADHD stuff comes into play.
Yes? You needed something?
Which one was it? Was it the commander's office?
What can I help you with?
You could start by, like, getting out of my way.
Time to go?
No, we'll just go to that one. Because then it should pop up the little dot for me to go to. Yeah. The Nat station. I was almost right.
How's everything with you?
Well, to the spaceport we go. I'm running on autopilot right now because I have no clue what the mission was. What? Oh no, we crashed. Well, that's the first crash that we've had, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Alright. Yeah, big F's in chat. Yeah, I've never been formally diagnosed, but like the older I get, like my wife, she's been diagnosed. So living with her and like seeing how it affects her, and then doing the bits of research that I've had online and all that, and then looking back at the way that I grew up and how my brain works and all those types of things. Like, I'm noticing more as I get older that, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with and just kind of been fighting against it. And the more that I kind of just relinquish myself to the fact that, you know, I have ADHD, you know, it makes it a lot easier to tackle certain issues and not feel guilty about my brain wanting to go off on tangents and, you know, find those shinies and find those special things and you know, hyper focus and stuff like that. I used to feel real guilty whenever I couldn't concentrate on, you know, a given subject or whatever, and not realizing that it wasn't my fault. It's just my brain's wired differently than the normal person's is, you know, and yeah, so that's where we're at on that. Let's see, I kind of want to get back into it, but at the same time, I'm kind of lost on where I was anyway. So, we are going to go ahead and jump over and play a round of Fortnite and get mad at that. And then we might go ahead and, let's see. Yeah, I might call it after a round or two of this. I'm not sure. We will find out. I'm still kind of irritated at Fortnite, I'm not going to lie. They brought in, after this newest heist update, they gave us the 0 builds ranked for solos. Hold on. They gave us the ranked for like 3 days. And then like for whatever reason they decided that we weren't allowed to have solo ranked anymore, and then they took it away, and now it's just 0 build for duos is the only kind of rank that you get, and it's BS. Like I don't mind playing ranked against duos, but I don't really have too many people to play with as a duo partner, so I just solo it. And like I've gotten a handful of wins, don't get me wrong, but going solo ranked versus solo against duos in ranked, you know, it felt better. You know, it felt like I stood more of a chance of actually ranking up to where I needed to be instead of like playing a handicap match. Oh, let me get readjusted here. Put this over here. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, that's fair. Oh no, the normal Fortnite with the actual building and all that, I never was a big fan of that. Like something about, like if I shoot at you and then all of a sudden there's a freaking Taj Mahal in between you and me, like no, that takes all of the fun out of it for me. Because I couldn't do both, like the shooter aspect of it and the building at the same time. It was either one or the other. So it was really hard for me to get any kind of enjoyment out of that. So when they introduced the 0 builds, I was like, oh hell yeah, you know, like, I can actually do that, and like I'll play the heck out of the 0 builds all day. Then they introduced the ranking aspect of it, you know, and I'm all about competition, so I'm good with ranked, but it was the way they had it set up, it was only for duos. And like I said, I'm not really about that without a duos partner consistently, you know. So I was real excited when they were like, yeah, we're going to introduce ranked solos on this new update, and then it was only for 3 days. So you gotta be shitting me. Let's see. We'll aim for somewhere in that area. Oh no, I kind of like battle royale games. Right? If Call of Duty wasn't like such trash now, I wouldn't be against like re-downloading it and playing Warzone and you know, stuff like that. But I don't know, I have my own issues against Call of Duty right now. Missed every shot. Like Call of Duty right now is kind of taking the same route as like Madden and FIFA and like the WWE games or the UFC games, where it's you know, it's the same game, they just changed the year at the end of it. They changed the number and that's it. But you can't do that on a game like Call of Duty and expect people to stay paying, you know, full AAA prices, you know, like 70, 80, 90 bucks for whatever. And oh shit. Okay. And getting basically what amounts to a glorified map pack, or barely even more than a DLC. Really? Hey guy. Catch. It's a bot. Those quit itching. We'll pick that back up. Yeah, they changed quite a bit of the map actually. Hey, could you not? Oh yeah, you're a bot too. Let me get over in this spot and shield up real quick. I don't have any sniper rifles right now, so... Wrong button. There we go. One of the major other issues that I have with Fortnite, at least for right now, is their copyright, copyright not friendliness, I guess you could say. Like with all their emotes putting in copyrighted music and stuff like that, you know, that's great and it's cool for gameplay and for memes and whatever, but for streaming and making videos and all that on YouTube, like each time those copyright things pop up, somebody somewhere is going to claim it. Like it's almost impossible to make money on Fortnite just because of that. You know, all it takes is in the pregame lobby, or you know, somebody killed you in a match or something like that, and they just do some kind of emote on you, you know, like people do, which is cool, whatever, but it comes attached with a copyright song. So not only did you just get your ass handed to you, but at the same time you just got your stream claimed for copyright, or your video claimed on copyright. So you either have to mute it, like go back in and edit it yourself and mute it, or just deal with the copyright claim. And they don't have a way to kind of stop that from happening, which is kind of BS, but it's whatever, I guess. We'll get that. I mean, yeah, there are, actually, now that you say that, that's probably why my audio was messed up. You can separate your audio tracks in OBS to, you know, up to 5 tracks, I think, and have it that way. Oh, wrong button. But my issue with doing that is, like, yeah, I'll be able to hear it on my end, but you wouldn't be able to hear the rest of the game noises. You know, as far as like the gunshots and stuff like that, you wouldn't be able to hear that on your end because, you know, it'd be too busy muting everything instead of just those like emote clips. What are you doing, guy? I figured out a way that they could fix it, and it wouldn't even take too much effort on Epic's end, because they already have a streamer mode. And for their streamer mode, they have it to where it like makes you all your... Come here. What the hell is that aim? Okay, see how it says Anonymous 247 right there? Like that guy had his streamer mode on. And it makes it so, you know, stream snipers have a harder time finding you and, you know, doing whatever they do on you. But it wouldn't take much for Epic to make it so whenever you have that streamer mode on, whenever somebody goes in to do an emote, it just mutes the sound of that emote. Right, and they could do it like a generic one where it's just across the board, so all emotes don't make noise anymore. You know, like it still does the emote itself, you just won't get the sound behind it. And that right there fixes the entire copyright claim issue. Because that's the part that's getting claimed by the content ID or by these companies, is the music part. So many bots, man. So it'd basically be like a little toggle button on their end. Like whenever, we'll go with that one. So whenever you have it on streamer mode, you know, emotes are silent. Like, it would be that easy. And I guarantee you they would get more people willing and wanting to stream Fortnite exclusively, because then the risk of being copyright claimed is practically zero. You took my bridge away, you douche. Mine. We'll go with that. Oh, tough choice. Yeah, I need that med mist more than a rocket. I don't really dislike sports, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to like watch them. I used to play baseball when I was younger, but it's been so long. I played softball as a young adult, like in my early 20s and whatnot. Like slow pitch softball. But I haven't played any kind of real sports in years. I don't think my lungs can handle it anymore. I'm so out of shape. Like, if I run to the mailbox and back, I'm gonna be like grabbing my inhaler and shit like that, so. Am I gonna make it? No, it's already blinking crap. Like, as far as playing sports games go, though, like, there's some of them that I'll play. Like, I'll play the, like the UFC games and stuff like that every now and then. I mean, I don't have any installed because my, my storage space isn't nearly big enough for all that, but... yeah, I need a buddy. What is that? Shield Breaker EMP. That's new. Yeah, Cricket. I've seen like clips of it. I don't think I could say I've ever watched a full game, and I'm not real sure on exactly how it's played. Like, from what I see, it's something, it's like similar to baseball in some ways, and then completely different. Like, I don't know. I don't really know all the rules to it, so I can't really say either way, but I mean, it looks fun. It seems to me like it's different in the same way that rugby is different from American football. You know, they're kind of similar-ish, but, you know, way different in their own respects. Yeah, that's pretty much what I had in my head. Oh, all that's pretty trash. Yeah. Well, that was a waste. Alright, I know there's going to be people rushing for that, so we'll head that direction. Why did that do damage? Well, somebody hit a rift. I hear him. I don't see him though. There he is. How did all of those miss? Like, what the hell, dude? I have better aim than that. Smart. He had the same idea I did. He's somewhere in these buildings, I know it. I need another one of those turrets though. Burn it all down. I know he's not too far away. He can't have gotten that far. There he is. Hi, new friend. Where'd he go? He really just juked me too. Oh, there he is. Oh, there's another turret. There are so many hiding spots over here, though. There's a guy way over there. I don't think it's the same one, though. Hit him a couple times. That's a totally different person. Okay. Alright, where'd the other two go? I'm in a really dangerous spot. And that storm's coming in quick. Ooh, bad idea. Holla at your boy. I'm in a really bad spot. Okay, there's a couple guys over there, and there's only 4 of us left. And that's 2 of them. Alright, last 2. And he's in that gold circle way over there. So the, what do you call it? My bounty is the last one left. Run! If I can get to the circle first, he has to come to me. Well, he might already be over there. Crap. Alright. If I can get my back to the upcoming circle, I might stand a chance. Alright, where are you at? Right, he has to come to me now. Oh, that's not good. He's got a turret over there. Oof, this is not good. He's right up there too. No. Haha, you douche. Okay, okay. GG. almost. He had 38 health left, so I was like 2 shots away from getting it. Oh well. But yeah, you see, like this for instance, he's emoting on me, which yeah, good for you. But appreciate the GGs. But the emote noise, the emote song, I guarantee you when I end stream and like it processes and everything, that that part specifically is going to end up getting claimed. Like, I can almost promise. When it wouldn't take nothing for them to add just a little feature in the streamer mode where that wasn't a thing. But oh well. I'll probably send them an email or some feedback or something on that here soon. Probably do that after stream now that I'm thinking about it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, because I could feel my energy draining. I'm almost at the 4-hour mark anyway. Almost got us a win on Fortnite, got 2nd place, so I'm not complaining. Kinda sucks that Starfield crashed out, but oh well, it's still pretty new. But I appreciate you coming and chilling and bullshitting with me and all that. As always, stimulating conversations. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be on tomorrow. I'm not sure when. Most likely we'll be playing Starfield again and seeing about figuring out what mission set we're on, because those last couple dialogue boxes, I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention to. I was too busy talking. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some outro music for reasons. Put that like so. And yeah, if you stop by tomorrow, I'll talk to you then. If not, I'll see you on the next one. I appreciate it. Later.